Hey everyone, Pastor George here, back in my apartment again. So, ever since we sent out our email a little while ago and our video about tithing online, we've been getting inundated with a bunch of requests about different ways to tithe online. I understand that some people think PayPal is pretty outdated, and you're not entirely wrong. It is a little bit of a clunkier system, especially than what we're used to today, where we have stuff that's pretty quick and pretty efficient. So I understand that. It's also had a security breach, so I understand some people are worried about that too. Yeah, so we've heard you, and today's Theolog is dealing with that. First, though, the most easiest way for you guys to donate to us that would be help for our treasurer right now is just by sending checks through the mail. But I understand that some of you don't like to do that, but that's probably the easiest way. But if you don't want to do that, we have something else here. We just set it up today. I set it up this morning with Charlene, and it seems to be up and running because I tested it out. And this is something that you can do right from your phone. So before you ask, it is not Venmo and Zelle. The problem with Venmo and Zelle is that they're really good for person-to-person transfer, right? So if you and I go out to an Indian restaurant and we go halvesies or whatever, and you owe me $15, then you can Venmo it to me person-to-person, right? Super easy. Same thing with Zelle. With organizations, it's a little bit harder to do that because one person has to put down their number for their cell and carry around the phone with the app, and that's what you send it to, which works if it's something that's not super formal or doesn't have trustees like a church. So McDonald's doesn't have a Zelle or a Venmo account, right? They do Apple Pay or something like that. So what we've done is we've actually set up an app, not an app for ourselves, but we're using an app that is made for churches by pastors for churches, and it's called Tithely. And it's really easy to simple and set it up, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now on my phone, so you can follow along with me. You can also do it on the computer. If you don't have a smartphone, you can follow along on the computer. So let's get this started so you can follow along with me. So here we are. We're on my phone. So we're going to go to Tithely, which is this app down here, and it opens up. And now it's going to ask me for my PIN. And you set this up during your account. So I set my account up this morning already. I'm going to cut away so you guys can't get into my account and just tithe the church a bunch of money. I know Jeff Smith would probably do that, so I don't want that to happen. So I will see you in a little bit, and we'll pick up right after I do my PIN. All right, so I put my PIN in, and now we're on this screen. And so now we got Community Presbyterian Church of Edison. That's the one I set up earlier because I tested it out this morning. And so you can do that. You can hit find nearest church if you happen to live near the church, and it might pop up, but you can also search it. So you can also search Community Presbyterian Church of Edison, and hopefully it'll come up. There it is. So you pull it up, and it brings you to this screen, and you can use it to allow your current location. I don't really care. And here, this is where you can put in all your information, right? So you put in, I'll test it out. I'll send $5 to the church right now. You can choose, Deacons, Nehemiah Fund, Fish Hospitality, VBS, 1 Great Hour of Sharing, and then the general fund. So I'll do that. You can, if you want, from this app, set up recurring giving, which is great, but I usually tithe in person, so I won't do that. You would put in your credit card or bank information at this point. I do a bank, and the reason I do a bank is because I'm going to point out the last and my favorite feature, which really sets it apart from these other services, especially for churches, is that banking, it costs less to do a transfer. So all of these services take some money, take some cut in order to do this, right? This, because it's made for churches, they try to keep that as a minimum, and their fees are a lot less than everyone else's that we kind of ran up against. And PayPal's, which is why PayPal takes quite a bit off the top, which is why I'm kind of ushering people, if you're going to be using something to tithe online, use this one. Because what this one does is it allows you to cover your fees, which I'm going to do. So the church, so when you tithe to the church, if you tithe $5, we're actually really getting like $4.73 or something like that. But because I'm a nice guy and I don't want to cost the church any money, I'll hit cover fees. And you can see that it bumped my thing up from $5 to $5.35. So I'm going to go ahead and donate $5 to the general fund. I am fine with that today. and then it sends it to me, and then you'll get something in your email. And now, you're welcome, Kathy. I got you a thing of paper. So there you go. So that's what we've set up. It would be great if you guys use that. I think that's the best way to go during this time. Obviously, again, they prefer physical checks, prefer cash. I understand that some people don't like their name being attached to whatever, and I understand that, but at the same time, we do kind of the church continues to have expenses. I'm not saying this for me. I'll be okay, but I'm more worried just, keeping the church in order and in business and tithing back to God, which is really the point of tithing. It's not really to keep walls up or to pay a pastor. It's mainly to give back to God what God has first given us. So that's a little log today. It's going to be a little bit longer because I had to run you guys through some stuff, but hopefully you guys find that app good and efficient, and I'd love to be able to help you set it up if you need it. So just let me know. So you guys all have a great day. Stay healthy, and I will see you all tomorrow. All right? Bye.